We're live. Today is day 42 of the assignment. I figure I'll lift you up a little bit, take you up a little higher. Whew, thank God for a rest day. Welcome to my channel. I'm your host, Pamela Denise. I will play a song for y'all. I'm not going to even try to sing it because I will sing. But I'm so thankful for God's wisdom in allocating a day of rest. Because if I didn't have this allocated day of rest, I will be up. I will be thinking. I will be strategizing. And the truth is, nothing that I know to do at this particular moment is working. Now, there's some things that I'm about to begin to implement that should be effective. I just need to have another strategy call. But I feel like nothing that I've done up to this point has worked, and I'm exhausted. I didn't know what it would look like for me documenting 365 days, but I knew that every day wasn't going to be, sunshine and rainbows. Like that's not real life. And I'm here to share a truth, that a lot of times does not get shared until after the fact. And I question, I will be concerned about it a tad because I'm like, don't nobody want to hear about nobody struggling. Saying like that's the truth, but it's not a struggle. This is a being still and know, and this is an awareness and an admitting that my soul is tired, that I am tired. I am, but not so much that I want to say it again because I heard myself say it, and I'm like that benefits nothing. I've said it. Like this is me making adjustments the whole way, and so I'm just thankful for a rest day. I'm thankful that God in His wisdom said, "Listen, on the seventh day you rest," because he knew that there would come a time that we would continue to try to do things in our own strength. And for me, the Sabbath is a day for me to take my hands off and say, God, you step in. I'm a rest. I'm a rest. Have me some watermelon juice. So I made some pretty major milestones this week. Sitting here thinking about it. There was a time when I first turned my living room into a skating rink. Um, I would always be like tipsy. I'd be tipsy up in there, like I'd be done drank, smoked. I skated the other night. I hadn't drank or smoked, and it felt so good. I feel my help coming. So as tired as I am, I know that I'm just gonna be still and know. The one thing that I don't particularly care for about YouTube is the copyright infringement. Like, and I get it. Like, if you're gonna monetize, but I'm not monetized yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I would love to right now because my soul longs to magnify the Lord, just to not even sing praises yet, but just to feel the atmosphere with His presence. That's what my soul longs to do. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna cut some worship music on. I'm gonna have to leave the platform though because I cannot play music on the platform. I see I got a couple people here. Chat, you gonna chat with me, or you just popping in to see what I got going on? You want to chat with me? Do you take a day of rest? Let me know in the chat. Put rest in the chat if you take a day of rest. I think it's wise. I think it's God. God is wisdom though. Like He is he knew. And when I tell you, it is when I first started honoring the Sabbath a couple years ago. It was different to me. It was different. I know it sounds different to people that I talk to because like nobody in my church. I think my assistant pastor. I think he honors the Sabbath. So this wasn't a church affiliated thing. This was a personal thing. And rest it is absolutely essential to self care. Hey, head Turner, good to see you. But it is it is not a church thing. It is a personal thing that God talked to me about that, and I understand now because I was programmed. We're programmed to keep going. We're programmed to no days off. We're programmed to grind. If something that you're not doing, that you're doing is not working, to do more of it, to go harder in the paint. And I'm like, I'm just thankful for the wisdom to say, let me just check out. Let me just sit down and let me just breathe and drink some watermelon juice. I heard it was storming in Georgia. Gotta check on my people. Tornado watches and stuff going on. My grandbaby's almost potty trained. I feel really good about that. I feel so good about that because it was time. It was time. And I remember my son is 29. I remember when he was being potty trained. He's the only reference that I have. And he was potty trained at 21 months, but his grandmother had birthed 12 children and raised a bunch of grandchildren. So he would go over her house, and she was very instrumental in helping me potty train my son. It was I was so thankful for that because I just didn't know what I would do without her. And so I'm thankful that I get to be that grandmother now that can be very helpful in this situation. I know sometimes I'll probably get on their nerves, but in this situation I was very helpful because Granny bought panties and she been wearing them over the past couple times she came over today. I'm like, we locking in when she get up, going to the potty all day. My son got ready to take her over to her grandfather's house, and and he was gonna put a pull up on her. I was like, why? Take the pot, take the pot. And she was over there, and she used the pot over there too. Like when you're in training, you gotta lock in. This is what training looks like. Lock in, lock in. Thank you. Thank you so much. Listen, it's such an honor. And I know the people today don't like the to be called grandmother because everybody want to be glam. Everybody want to be glam. You know, we want to be the not grandmother. But I'm like grandmother. Like I have waited my whole life for this to be the mother that's grand. Like I'm the grandmother. I'm not just the mother. I'm like I'll take it because people will wonder, what do you want to be called? And I'm like, grandmother. And that's what she calls me, grandma. It's the sweetest thing. But they've been in my house a lot lately. Me and my son will have a different conversation because they have been, I don't know how I'm going, girl, it is something different. It is 1000% something different. And I just wasn't like, I didn't think I was ready initially. I didn't think they were ready initially. But when she got here, it was like, whew, all bets were off. This girl got everybody. And she's the sweetest patootie. So I'm thankful. I'm thankful. She actually helped me with my rest days initially when we honored the Sabbath because I had just created a system, and it was a system that to me came out of nowhere. I know where it came from, but God birthed it through me. But there was this system that I had, and I'm trying to figure out how to build a business around it. So I could have worked 8 days a week. I could have, because my mind was racing. I'm trying to figure out how am I gonna get this thing out into the world. It's amazing, but don't nobody want to sit still. And but so what I would do is I would call the parents and say, bring the baby over Friday, because there's no way no work is gonna get done with her. When she was a little tot, when she was a little tot, between 3 months to 6 months, her first 6 7 months, like she just is so interesting because being so small, you would think that she don't need a lot, but she definitely had requirements. She definitely had requirements. I don't know why I couldn't get nothing done with her around, but I was thankful because I was in full rest mode. She got the best of me, and it was just really, really, really good quality time. And we established something in that time. So Yeah, we established something in that time. I'm telling you, life is so cool. It's the coolest thing. So today has been, when I say I can't even really talk about it. I'm thankful for time to rest and just regroup and breathe and reset. I'm thankful that I have people to pour into me and that I have people to pour into, because that's always a good balance, even when you're going through some things. Like my thing now is just because I knew that when I decided to change my life, to transform my life, I knew that it was going to be a lot, because I don't want a little change. I want generational change from the spirit realm, because it can't be shaken. And so it's another dimension, it's another realm, and it is not going to be won easily. I got clear about that. So I can tell when I'm in a battle, and not just because I thought something would break by now, but because my soul feels battled. I love it though. Like, I love the awareness. I love that, just being able to articulate that this space is giving me the opportunity to do that, because all day I just kind of sat in it. Today, there were some things that I was trying to lock into, and my mind just couldn't. I sat in the heaviness of what I was feeling. And I'm like, I gotta go on YouTube tonight. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go on YouTube. But it wasn't like a dread like it once was. It started at, I gotta go on YouTube. Then I get to go on YouTube, because this is what I know, that when you speak the words, you bring them to the light. When you have unsettling or heavy or soul aching feelings that are permeating through your mind, that is just sitting on your soul, when you speak them, I know this to be true. You bring it to the light, and now it can be dealt with, as opposed to it just festering inside of you and then turning into unresolved, something unresolved. God said, bring it all to the light. So I'm thankful for this space, because I would have had to speak it through, and to be able to speak it through here. I love that for us. I feel like we established, and so it's so good to see you on here, Jennifer. Like, 'cause I don't see you anywhere else on social media. I don't see a lot of people though, because I be kind of active, but it is definitely good to see you. And are you still in Chicago? Are you still in Chicago? Like, I just remember you just being like doing the things. I've always, yeah, I am. I've always admired how you moved from the time I met you at, it was a cruise. I think we were on a cruise. We met on a cruise. Yeah, with the travel thing. And I've always admired how you moved. So good to see you here. I'm not gonna say I'm here, and the only reason we definitely do. Um, if you're anywhere on social media, if you go to my website, because I know we're not about to exchange numbers here. If you go to my website, there is an email address, there is a phone number there. That phone number connects directly to me. So you can go on either one of those. Send me your email, iampamelazenise.com, Pam at iampamelazenise.com, or call that number, and I'll have it, and I'll get your number for absolute certain. For absolute certain, for absolute certain. Yeah, for absolute certain. I remember a transformation that you did. Like, again, admirable. It was admirable, because to see we were younger, and the I had enough discipline, but not real discipline. And you showed me a different level of discipline physically. I remember that. That was one of the first things I noticed about you because I saw you, and then I saw you months later. You were like transformed. I said, "Hey, I see right there that it can be done." So you inspired me. So the only reason I'm leaving because I do kind of want to be online tonight because I feel like I could process well, but my soul needs music. So I'm gonna give my soul what it needs. I'm gonna lean into this rest. And I look forward to hearing from you soon, Jennifer, and to anyone else who's there. Thank you for joining. And until tomorrow, if the Lord says the same, 42 days in the books. Peace be multiplied.